My love story. In the heart of Oman, where the golden sands met the blue sky, lived Sarah, a British woman who had embraced the magic of this wonderful country for 3 years. Her days were decorated with the colourful souqs, the sweet songs of local musicians, and the warmth of the Omani people. She lived in a quiet neighborhood in Muscat and worked in a local hospital. One day, she met a man named James who was from the same country as her. The British handsome man lived just a few streets away, and he seemed charming and strong. Their secret relationship developed like a hidden chapter in the story of her Arabian nights, covered in the secrets of the night desert winds. She started visiting him a lot, and Sarah felt really in love with him. Their connection was getting stronger and stronger, ignited by stolen times and shared moments under the ceiling. James was a seductive man, a true force of nature, and drew Sarah in with the promise of passion and an escape from the routine of her expatriate life. The whispers of the desert seemed to echo their shared secrets, binding them in a dance of desire. As time went on, Sarah started feeling something wasn't right. James, who once seemed so nice, started acting strange. People in the neighborhood whispered about things going missing, and a weird feeling hung in the air when James was around. Sarah, confused and worried, couldn't put her finger on it. The man who had held her heart captive also held a sinister secret. One day, Sarah didn't want to go to work. She felt a strange pull towards James. As she knocked on his door, James wasn't there. Curiosity led her to a hidden door at the back of his house. She looked through the window, and what she found in the basement was shocking. James, the man she liked, was doing a very wrong deed. He was keeping a kidnapped teenage girl down there. Fear gripped Sarah, but she knew she had to do something. At first, she tried to break the lock, but it was solid steel. She then ran to her house. Shocked and horrified as fear ran through her veins. Freezing in the doorway, her mind struggled to understand the devil behind the face of her lover. She called the police, and told them everything. The police started a plan to rescue the teenager and stop James. They went on their mission. The streets were quiet as they approached James's house. They saw James entering the house and the tension in the air got strong as they broke their way into the house and faced James. Sarah stood by, watching the serious conversation unfold. James, it's time to stop what you're doing. Let the teenager go, and surrender to the law. A police officer shouted. James hesitated but eventually gave up. He was handcuffed, and the poor teenager was finally free. The quiet neighborhood could breathe again. The next days were busy with police work. They talked to everyone, gathered evidence, and made sure James would face the consequences of his actions. Sarah, supported by her new friends and neighbors, started to heal from the shock. In court, the truth came out. James was found guilty of his terrible deeds, and justice was served. The courtroom, like a stage, revealed the darkness that had hidden in the shadows. Looking back on her time in Oman, Sarah felt a mix of memories. The good times were filled with the beauty of the desert, but the bad times showed her the dark side that could hide in plain sight. Sarah moved forward with her newfound strength. As the sun set on the last day over the quiet city, Sarah stood at the doorstep of a fresh beginning. The whispers of the desert breeze promised a new tomorrow, free from the chains of the past. Sarah's time in Oman had come full circle, and she could finally leave the shadows behind, moving towards a brighter tomorrow.